watching the news on Bahrain television. A very good evening. His Majesty the King and the chairman of the current session of the GCC Supreme Council, King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, received at Khair Palace today the chairman of the GCC Audit and Accounting Courts on the occasion of holding their 12th meeting in Bahrain. His Majesty affirmed the kingdom's keen interest and pride of hosting any Gulf efforts that contribute in developing joint action and supporting the deep-rooted historic brotherly relations among the GCC countries and peoples. He commended the importance of such meetings and efforts exerted by the GCC Audit and Accounting Courts in all fields so as to achieve the best interest of their countries and meet the aspirations of the people. His Majesty the King wished them success in coming up with the needed recommendations to serve the desired goals. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received at Khair Palace today a delegation from the International Socio-Spiritual Hindu Organization, BAPS, who are currently in a visit to the kingdom. His Majesty welcomed the delegation, noting their good efforts in their social and humanitarian fields, as well as spreading the values of goodness, love and tolerance. He expressed pride in Bahrain's pluralism, stressing that it will always remain a model for coexistence and love among religions and sects. He said Bahrain has been known throughout its history as a gathering place for different religions and civilizations, as well as a center for communication and tolerance. His Majesty the King highlighted the people of Bahrain's hospitality for various religions and beliefs out of its awareness and communication with everyone. He appreciated the role of the Indian community and their contributions to the progress of the kingdom, hailing the existing deep-rooted relations between Bahrain and the Friendly Republic of India. For their part, the delegation's members expressed pleasure in meeting with His Majesty the King, voicing their thanks and respect for the attention provided to the Indian community in Bahrain with its different religions and sects. The chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports and the president of the Bahraini Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, received today the president of the General Organization for Youth and Sports, Hisham Al Joder, and the organizing committee of the International Youth Conference, which will be held in Bahrain this month, with the participation of more than 400 youths from around the world. His Highness Sheikh Nasser highlighted the importance of hosting the event and the interaction between youth on the Day of World Peace, September the 21st. He said on this day, Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King, seeks to support all efforts and initiatives aimed at enforcing world peace and calling of international community to promote peace and the pillars of security. His Highness was briefed on the taken procedures to ensure the success of the conference and achieve its goals, which include activating the role of youth in peacemaking. Sheikh Nasser hailed GOIS's efforts in hosting the event, which is an opportunity to shed the light on Bahrain's pioneering youth movement. A jury from the Bahrain Center for Excellence, led by Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, held a field arbitration session at the Central Informatics Organization, where they were briefed on the project of supporting decision-making process and gaining knowledge. Sheikh Khalid affirmed that seeking knowledge is the way to build a governmental and institutional society in order to achieve the desired goals, which necessitate the effective participation of all sides. The Deputy Premier expressed appreciation for the teamwork spirit in the Central Informatics Organization and its participation in the Excellence Program, which is supported by His Royal Highness the Prime Minister. Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Follow-up Affairs, Mohammed bin Ibrahim Al-Mtawa, said that the Central Informatics Organization was made great achievements in turning data into knowledge that facilitates the decision-making process. For his part, the Minister of State for Defense Affairs, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, lauded the role of the Central Informatics Organization in providing the people with a variety of services that aim at achieving the highest level of service.